What's up guys? So it's Chris here from the Disney Duo bringing you a very special video. This is actually something that I haven't really done at all, like ever, but I had to do it specifically for this video because how can you not want to talk about this lightsaber? And this is not any lightsaber. This is one that I built at Galaxysedge in Disneyland. This is a custom saber built from Sabi's workshop. I gotta say guys, ever since I went through that experience and I built this thing, it's been pretty hard for me to let go of it. I just think it's so cool, the way it just lights up, the way it sounds, the fact that you can change the crystals to change the color and the sounds, which I will go in depth with that today for this video. But I just wanted to give you guys a review on it, show you the crystals and what they do, the sounds that the sabers make after you change the crystals, and I'm gonna be showing you the rare black crystal too. Now to start off the video, I do wanna let you know that this saber itself, it's not a very cheap buy. The total for the saber was $215. I know, it's pretty expensive and not everybody has that money to drop, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm here at Galaxysedge opening day, why not? So I did it and I can tell you this much, I did not regret it. It was absolutely an amazing experience. The whole building of it, the story that the cast members portray, it was absolutely incredible. If you haven't seen our video yet, you can actually click the little link that's gonna pop up here at the top of the video. You can watch it then. Basically, it's the whole complete building of the lightsaber from start to finish. Guys, that video is so cool. I love rewatching that video just because one, I was like super happy, I totally nerded out, but two, just the experience and being able to relive that experience was absolutely incredible. Getting back to the lightsaber itself, like we mentioned, 215 bucks. The crystal that you pick when you buy the saber, it does come with it automatically, and you get to choose between green, blue, purple, or red. So you get 4 choices. And if you want to buy more crystals, you can at the Den of Antiquities. They are about $12.99 each, but you do get your AP discount on those. Sadly, you don't get your AP discount on the lightsaber, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, what can you do? In total, there's 6 lightsaber colors you can actually create with your lightsaber. And that's not including the rare black crystal that we're gonna talk about a little bit later. Now, if you guys have seen our lightsaber video, you guys already know that I went ahead and I picked the red crystal. You guys can kind of see it here. Obviously with the light, it's not too bright. The red to me was just calling my name. I don't know, when I saw it, I was like, I have to go for red. I just think it looks so cool. For the handle itself, I chose the Power at Control kit or class, whatever you want to call it. And with buying the lightsaber, you actually do get a pin that actually shows the class or the set or the kit that you pick. So this is mine right here. Now I can't really tell what the logo is, but if you guys can tell, make sure to put that down in the comments below. I've stripped my lightsaber completely and we're gonna start from the inside. First, when you actually start it, you get this piece right here. Now this is actually the whole handle itself. There's 2 little parts that connect here. There's 2 little screw-ons for the bottom and then the top. And then there's the little crystal shield that they have here. As far as the crystal, this is what it looks like here. Now this is my red one like I showed you guys. And I'm gonna actually show you what happens when you put the crystals in. So the inside of the lightsaber is blinking red. You just heard that ominous hum. What you do next is you actually plug in the shield for the crystal, and there's actually little colored guides to tell you where to place these. And as you're placing that in, you should hear some feedback, and that's when you know that the crystal is in the right location. Next, we're gonna go ahead and put on the handle where I'm gonna be holding onto the lightsaber itself, and then the bottom. I actually saw in a comment that there's 2 rings on my lightsaber. Okay, I get it, I know you're on. One of the rings is at the bottom, and then the other one is actually at the top. Somebody had said 2 rings, it must be a Sith thing. I don't know if that's true or what that has to do with anything, but maybe it's something that I just don't know about. Next on, I put the top of my piece here, and then I pop in the top of my handle. When you do create your lightsaber, you actually don't have the saber part when you first create it. It's all the handle. And then when you go through the whole Jedi experience, they pop it in this machine, and basically the saber part comes out. And this is what lights up. So I'm just gonna pop that right back into my handle and twist, and then we got our saber back. With the lightsaber itself, a lot of questions that we received were, is it plastic? Is it metal? How heavy is it? I would say it's about 2 pounds. It's not super heavy. Now, as far as the crystals go, there's a total of 6, like I mentioned, plus the extra rare black one. Now, with each one that I've noticed, they all have a specific sound when they start up, and they have a specific hum. I'm gonna be showing you guys that in depth right now with a little bit of a close-up of how it sounds, and also what it looks like in the dark. First off, since we already have our red crystal inside, we're gonna show you guys exactly how it looks like in the dark. So this is what it looks like in the dark. It's very, very bright. There's obviously red ominous light everywhere. It's a little creepy to be honest, but this looks absolutely incredible. Let's go ahead and give a listen to the way that the saber sounds when it's humming. How it sounds when you're moving it around. The way things sound when you deflect shots and you're hitting another lightsaber. And finally, the way it sounds when you turn it off and on. Yeah! Next up, we're hitting the blue. Now it looks a little purple on camera, but I promise you it is a blue color. Let's go ahead and listen to the way the lightsaber hums. Now let's go ahead and listen to the way it sounds when it moves around. Now let's listen to the way it sounds when the shots are deflected and it hits another lightsaber. Now we're gonna give it a listen to the way it turns off and then turns back on. Sounds pretty great. Next up is the green. The green is absolutely super vibrant. As you can tell, it lights up my whole back wall of my Funko Pops. It's lighting up my face. It's actually lighting up my whole living room as I'm filming this video. But I actually really like this up close. I've actually only seen a couple up close besides the one I have myself. And the green one is definitely one of my faves as of now. Now for the green saber, let's go ahead and listen to the way it sounds when it's humming. Let's give a listen to the way it sounds when you're moving it around. Let's give a listen to those deflected shots and those lightsaber hits. So nothing too crazy when you're deflecting shots or hitting another lightsaber, but I gotta say the green glow is what really makes up for it. And finally, the way it sounds when you turn it off and on. Very cool. Now this white one is a special lightsaber held by Ahsoka. And Ahsoka is a character that was played at the Star Wars Clone Wars series. It's kind of like an animated series. I don't know too much about her, so I can't say much, but her lightsaber is insane. This is a white lightsaber. It's glowing like green and yellow as we speak. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but it's just like, it's like flickering basically. I'm gonna bring the sound up close so you guys can hear it. This is what it sounds like as you're moving the lightsaber around. We're gonna give a sound check to how it sounds when it's deflecting shots or when it's hitting another lightsaber. This one sounds pretty good. I love the way it sounds when it's just humming, but the fact that it has this like flickering like aspect to it, I don't know if you can tell by like my walls, but it's like going in and out just because of the way that this is flickering. Let's go ahead and hear the way it sounds when it turns off now. I just want to come back and say, did you guys see when it turns off and on how it turns into like a blue color? I'm gonna do it a couple more times for you guys to see it. Whoa, that is awesome. I honestly did not even know that it did that as a lightsaber, and the fact that it does that on its own, just goes from blue to white and then like the yellow and green, absolutely incredible. Very happy that I bought this white crystal. On to the next one. On to the purple. So the purple one itself is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love the way it looks. It brightens up the room. Obviously I have a violet background now because of this, and it just kind of just makes everything pop. And I wish you could see how purple it is on camera, but it's too bright for the camera to pick it up. But regardless, I'm sure you guys will see plenty of lightsabers as you go to Galaxysedge. Now I'm gonna show you guys a close-up of how it sounds when it's humming. Next, we'll listen to it as you move it around. Let's give a listen to the way it sounds as you're deflecting those shots and hitting other sabers. Finally, the way it sounds when you turn it off and on. Oh, that rumble. That is so cool. Next is the yellow crystal. Surprisingly, this crystal has been going in and out of stock each time we visited the land. I was lucky to grab one when I picked up my lightsaber because I was like, I might as well get all the colors, and I'm very happy that I picked this one up. This crystal is very scarce in itself because it's actually only really been seen with Jedi Sentinels and Jedi Temple Guards. There's only been one other time that it's been sighted in the black market, but other than that, you don't really ever see it too much. But regardless, I'm happy I picked it up. I wish the camera paid this color justice, but it's a little too bright for the camera to see. Take my word for it, it's kind of like a yellow lime green color. It's very bright, as you guys can see. It lights up basically my whole corner and most of my face. Let's listen to the way that the yellow saber sounds when it's humming. The way it sounds when it's moving around. How it sounds when it's deflecting shots or hitting another lightsaber. So not super loud, but regardless what it lacks in the noise, it makes up for it in the light. I promise you, it's a very, very pretty light to look at. And finally, the way it sounds when you're turning it off and on. Just sounds like a lightning just cracks and hits everything. Now, this might look like the regular red saber, but it's actually filled with the black crystal. Now, there was rumors going around that the black crystal was supposed to make it sound like a Kylo Ren saber, and it's supposed to be more gritty and more grungy, and it's supposed to be more powerful. But from the sounds of it, it kind of sounds the same. I'll let you guys be the judge. This is the hum. This is the way it sounds when you move it. And then this is the way it sounds when you're deflecting shots or when you're hitting another saber. I don't know, it kind of sounds the same to me. I'm a little bummed out that there wasn't a little extra sound to it, but hey, it's a black crystal. With the black crystal, supposedly it's also 1 out of every 100. So if you find a rare black crystal in your red case, basically you found something that's super, super rare. Let's go ahead and listen to the way it sounds when it turns off and on again. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's too much of a difference to me, but regardless, it's still cool to have all the crystals together to say you have the full collection. I do want to mention too, the black crystal itself actually is really significant to when you put it in the Sith Holocron. I'm gonna go ahead and link in the description so you guys can check it out exactly what the Holocron is and what happens when you put the black crystal in it. Now, with that being said, guys, that is all the crystals currently available from Galaxysedge. So we have red, blue, green, purple, yellow, white, and then the infamous black. Sadly, the black didn't do anything other than the red, but totally cool, totally cool. Once again, they are about $12.99 at Don Oktar's Den of Antiquities. Wow, that's a mouthful. The lightsaber itself is $199 plus tax. Total came out to $215 for me. You have 4 different themes you can choose from. I'll put it right here for you guys to check it out, and you guys can basically choose any one of these, and it shows you the materials that you're actually using when you're building your handle, and you do get to choose the crystal color that you want when you do finish your handle. One other thing I wanted to mention too is the fact that you do get a carrying case for it. It's a little bag that you put in there. You feed your lightsaber all the way down through here into this little foam thing that's supposed to protect the blade. Now, there is another bag that they offer when we were there. It's a gray bag that's very similar to this, but a little bit more well built. The cost on that, I believe, was 50 bucks, so a little hefty in price, but if you're really eager on protecting your blade, you can get one of those instead of one of the ones that come with it. Now, it's time for us to end this video, guys, but I do want to know, down in the comments, let me know, have you picked up a lightsaber? If you have, what color did you get? If you haven't picked up a lightsaber, what color would you get? And of all the colors and sounds that you saw today in this video, tell me your favorite down below. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. It helps support the channel a lot. If you're new here and you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We got a lot more videos coming up. Make sure to turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a video or we go live, you get notified. If you're not following us on social media, everything's under the Disney Duo with 2 O's. Finally, if you guys haven't already, make sure to check on our Patreon page. That support that you guys provide to us on Patreon allows us to put more into these videos to bring to you guys. Well, guys, hopefully this video has been informative for you guys to decide what kind of crystal you're going to choose when you're building your lightsaber inside Galaxysedge. I've been Chris from the Disney Duo, signing off. May the Force be with you. This is one that you build. This is a custom. All right. So I'm just gonna pop that right back into my. So I'm just gonna pop that right back into. So I'm just gonna pop that right back into my hand.